If you're a business owner or a creator or anybody trying to like make money on the internet and you are not doing this, you are screwing the pooch. That could not have a good origin. Screwing the pooch. But you are. And by this, I mean email marketing. Starting an email list, building an email list, using an email list, all the things that come along with that. Because see, here's the deal. Like most people don't do this. And if they do it, they don't do it right. And you're missing out on so much opportunity, so many sales, so much like protection or like life insurance for your business. So we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about email marketing, why it's important, how you can start it, and all the things. Hey, howdy, hey, y'all, what is up? My name is Jessica Stansberry, and I am pumped that you are here. If you're looking to start, grow, and scale a business so you can work less and live more, you're on the right place. I had a conversation the other day. I went to a meeting, and it was a marketing meeting where we talked about like social media and stuff with a local company here, and I was talking about email marketing. Actually, they asked me to tell them about email marketing. And I went down my whole spiel, but I still don't think they saw like the major importance of it, especially on like a high level. Like why it's so important for everyone's marketing strategy to have an email marketing strategy. So since I wasn't able to like get through to them or really give them a full spiel, y'all are gonna get it today. So first and foremost, what is it? What is email marketing? What do I mean? Like all the what's, okay? First of all, email marketing is basically just the act of building an email list, a list of email addresses of people who are interested in what you do, what you sell, and all the things. And I don't mean like a physical email list. Like I don't want you like taking down email addresses and then like putting them in Gmail. That's not what I mean at all. I mean using a system, a CRM of some sort to be able to build this and capture these people and build a list full of these people. And if you're doing any type of content creation or business building on the internet at all, you understand why that's important theoretically. It's the same reason you want 10,000 followers on Instagram, or the same reason that you want to grow a following on YouTube or TikTok. The thing is though, you actually own your email list, whereas you don't own all of those audiences that you're building on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. And what I mean by that is if you do the work to collect email addresses, those are yours. You can move them from platform to platform. You can export them as a spreadsheet. Heck, you can print them out and put it in your pocket and carry it around with you if you want to, okay? Those people have elected to be there and have chosen to give you their email address, and you own that list of people. If Instagram shut down tomorrow and you wanted to move all of your followers from Instagram to Lemon8, for instance, you can't do that. You cannot get those followers and export them over to Lemon8. What you can do with email marketing is you can decide you don't want to use an email marketing system anymore and move them over to another one. Like you own it, okay? And while that's probably the most important reason you need an email marketing system and list, and you need to be building an email marketing list, it's not like the only important thing. I have been in this game for a minute. Like a hot minute, okay? I have been working for myself for over 12 years at this point, almost 13 years, and I have been in this online marketing, teaching space since like 2015, 2016. So I have seen a lot. When I first started in the like guru space, right? Like the teaching space and trying to like do information and put information out on the internet, the big thing was live video. That was like how everybody was growing. It was on Periscope. RIP, R.I.P., Periscope. Oh, Rip the dog is back here. He probably thought I was talking to him. But R.I.P. Periscope, because that is gone and not a thing anymore, but it was a big deal at the time. And then Facebook Live came and literally ate it. Like Facebook Live was like, oh, here we go. Here's a live platform or a live way to do videos on a platform everybody's already using, and everybody flocked to it. And Periscope went down in flames, okay? Then live video was no longer the thing. Now, it still works to this day, but it's not the thing that everybody's talking about, that you should be doing, that everybody's doing, and all the things, right? Instagram kind of came in and was like, hey, we would love for you to use us. And Instagram became a really big marketing strategy. And then YouTube became a really big marketing strategy. And now TikTok is a really big marketing strategy. But my point here is all of this is set to change and evolve at any moment. It could be that a new platform comes to the scene and people just flock in herds off of Instagram, and Instagram kind of dies. Facebook is not really the platform it was 5 or 6 years ago either. 5 or 6 years ago, you could pretty much grow on Facebook with a proven strategy, no matter what your business was and all these things. And now it's very much so pay to play. What I mean by that is you pretty much need to run ads if you want to grow on Facebook. So all of this stuff changes and evolves, and we want to start new things. Like, think about TikTok. When TikTok started, I want to start a TikTok and I have all these followers on Instagram, so I'm going to share my TikToks on Instagram or whatever, in hopes that those people will also come follow me on TikTok, right? And so there's constantly this evolution of what is hot, what is not, and what we're using and what we're doing and all the things. With email marketing, that remains steady. So if a platform changes or a strategy changes and you cannot make that shift, or something about that shift doesn't go right, or you're trying to move people from Instagram to over here or whatever, and you're not able to convert people like you would like to, your email list is still there. You can send them an email. Be like, hey, come hang out with me on TikTok. You can just send them an email and tell them what you wanted to post on TikTok anyway. Email marketing is steady, and that is spectacular. It also has higher conversion rates and more predictable conversion rates than any social platform out there. If you want to try and predict your conversion rates on Instagram, you're going to have to try very hard to have a similar strategy all the time and test this out and do these things, and then you might be able to, but it's still going to ebb and flow a lot. And generally, social conversion rates are pretty low. If I want to, sell to everybody on my Instagram, we're looking at point something of a % of people that follow me there that are even going to check out the sales page. It's just so low. TikTok is even lower. YouTube is higher probably than both of those two, but you get the point. With an email marketing system and an email marketing strategy, that conversion rate is much higher and consistently predictable. So that's a big deal. Also, there's no fluff. There's no fluff with email marketing. You just need to get in touch with your people. Write them an email. That is the easiest thing in the world, right? Whereas creating a TikTok or getting really good on camera for YouTube, or, understanding the best strategy on Instagram might be pretty hard, but with an email list, you just have to email them. It's not that hard at all. Okay, so now that I've talked you into an email list, let's talk about how you build it. If you see a random tail, let's rip down here, hanging out in my office while I film. All right, first and foremost, if you're gonna build an email list, you need an email platform. You need an email marketing platform. Now, for whatever reason, this drives me crazy. Okay, pet peeve. But for whatever reason, MailChimp is still, a decade later, still what people go to first. That's what they think of first. And I don't know why. Obviously, MailChimp has done a really good job of marketing themselves to beginners, because that is what people go to first. Do not use MailChimp. Don't. Not good. It's not a good software. They double charge. The emails don't get delivered. It's just not good, okay? But you need an email marketing software. And there's a ton to choose from. My personal favorite is ConvertKit, and they actually have some free plans you can start with. There's also Flowdesk, who also has free plans, ActiveCampaign, etc., etc., etc. There's a ton of options out there, and you can absolutely build an email list on any of them. So what this platform does is that it allows you to house and collect these email addresses. Number one, in its most basic form. So this is how people are going to give you their email address. They're going to say, I want to be here, and here's my email. And that software is going to collect that and harvest it and keep it for you. Okay? To go on the little more advanced side, this is also how you're going to automate emails and make sales funnels and things like that in a way that feeds off of your email list. Now, I know you're probably but how do I get people to put in their email address? That is the age-old question, right? So there's really one basic way to do that. This is just the most elementary thing you can do, but also the thing that works the best, even this many years later, like I've done a lot of things to grow my email list, and this many years later, it's still the thing that works the best. It's had some like moments of like, it doesn't work great, it does work great, whatever. But the best thing you can do is to promote and create a freebie. Now, this could be a freebie of any kind. This could be a free webinar. This could be a free 3-part video series. But honestly, most commonly, these freebies are things like guides or PDFs or checklists or instructions or templates, okay? So this is gonna be the strategy that most people need to use freebies to entice people to get on your email list. When I first started in like working for myself, I started blogging. And at that point, there was literally like a sidebar form on everybody's website that was like, sign up for my email newsletter. And people did it. That's not a thing anymore. We are inundated with emails day in and day out that we do not want. So for us to go give our email address to someone else, like to say, oh my gosh, yeah, I'll give out my email address again, is asking a lot of people. And most of the time, it's not gonna be good enough that it's just an email newsletter. Now, if you are seen as an expert in an industry and you market it in a way where it's like, exclusive content, or they're gonna be learning something every week or something like that, you likely can get them in, but just like sign up for my email newsletter is not going to work. Now, a little bit more of an advanced strategy for building your email list would be having like a low-cost offer funnel where you run ads to an offer that's like, $17, $27, whatever. And when people purchase, they get on your email list and you kind of offset the ad cost with the income. That's way more advanced though. I'll link a podcast episode I did all about these small offer funnels below, but that's a little bit more advanced and not what most people are going to do anyway. And honestly, I don't even do it that much anymore because freebies work really well. So like in your email marketing system, you set up a form that's like, hey, I want to give people this thing. Okay. And then you can embed that form in your website, or you can share it places because it has a link. And then when people say, yeah, I want that thing for free, they put in their email address. The marketing system collects that email address, and on automation, because you have set it up, it delivers whatever the thing is to them. Now, your job is to take care of them. It's to nurture them. It's to get them to feel like they want to stay on this email list, to get them to feel like they're getting emails from a friend or someone they really admire or someone they respect, and every single time they get an email in their inbox, they want to open it. That is your job after you've set it up and started getting people to get the freebie. You have to keep them there. You have to keep them wanting to be there. You have to keep them wanting your emails. And the way to do that is to write really good emails and to nurture them. Now, we're going to get a little meta here because I actually do have a template for your nurture sequence. Now, what this is basically when someone lands on your email list, like let's say you're giving away a PDF for free, then if they land on your email list, they'll get an email that like delivers that, but you need to go further. You need to get them to understand who you are, what you do, why you're in their inbox, why they're going to want to stay. And that can all happen on automation. So I've built out a template for the 4 emails that I send in a nurture sequence to get people to stick around and to take action and to come visit me on other social platforms and to really make the most of that person who just got the freebie from me. So if you want to grab that, you can just go to heyjessica.com/nurture sequence. And that is totally free. It's a Google Doc that you'll make a copy of, and I walk you through what should be in each email, give you an example of what's in mine, and that way you can build your own nurture sequence that's going to do this for you too. So heyjessica.com/nurture sequence. The last thing we need to talk about in this little masterclass of email marketing is how you actually find the people to get the freebies, because you can understand the tech all day long. You can understand why you need the email list. You can understand the tech, like you've got to have the system. You can create this amazing freebie and this awesome nurture sequence, but what if nobody sees it and signs up for it? And that's going to be the case for most people because you don't already have an audience. Like most people building an email list don't already have an audience. And if you already have an audience somewhere, like on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, like whatever, then just promote it to them. You'll have people downloading it. Super easy. If you don't yet have an audience, you have a couple of options. One, you can build an audience somewhere else, like a social media platform that, of your choice, and then send those people to your email list like I just did a second ago in this video, right? Or second option, you can pay for paid ads to be able to promote the freebie or the webinar or whatever it is that you're promoting to an audience that in theory, via Facebook, algorithm, should be your kind of people. And when you promote it to them, they download it and whatever. That second option is not usually going to be a great option for people because most people don't have a budget from the jump. So to build an email list, you're going to have to build a following somewhere or pay money to get people there. Okay? And then you use those platforms to promote your freebies. 1 freebie, 2 freebie, whatever. And that way, your email list is constantly growing. My email list grows every single day. Hundreds of people, sometimes thousands of people, join my email list every single day because I've promoted freebies, promoted webinars, promoted low-cost offers, like all of these things on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok for years, on my podcast, like all of these things, okay? So I already have all of this content out in the world that's doing the work for me. And now when I go to launch something, when I go to sell a new course or sell a new thing or like whatever, there's tens of thousands of people who are used to getting my emails in their inbox and hopefully are going to open them. There are tons of people on social that I can tell about it, but they're for sure gonna see it once they get on my email list and I'm emailing there. If I removed my email marketing strategy from my launch strategy and just focused on this YouTube channel and Instagram, which are my 2 most used platforms, I would not have the sales that I have. Email marketing makes up a huge percentage of the sales that I make. Okay, I am stepping off my soapbox. If you want those nurture sequence templates, heyjessica.com/nurture sequence. I will link that below in the description. I'll also link a podcast episode about small offer funnels and any other videos where like I talk more in depth about like the tech behind email marketing and all of that good stuff will be linked below too. And until next time, bye y'all.